weekend game plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Very good, very good. Getting ready to head on out to Dorval.
Everything good though, Mark? How are you doing as a person?
Well, we had a good night last night at the QCNA Awards. We picked up for Best Sports Pages, so I'm pretty proud of my team that puts together the section with me.
Okay, all right. Well, that's very good. Congratulations.
Congrats, Mark.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's great, yeah.
Thank you.
Are you going to put that over your bed, or what are you going to do with the award?
We have to move. My wife says we need a larger room to put my stuff up. So.
All right, okay. I like that. All right, let's start in the pool, Mark.
Yeah, well, the athletes are already in the pool as an important swim meet got underway this morning at 7 a.m. The event is the Jeux du Québec Regional Finals for Lac St. Louis at the Dorval Aquatic and Sports Complex on Dawson Avenue. And this is the first time that the Dorval Swim Club is serving as the host organizer. So you've got about 200 athletes between the ages of 12 and 15 from the West Island, including 15 Dorval Swim Club members, plus Lachine, LaSalle. In town you have Outremont, Westmount, and TMR competing for a chance to go to Thetford Mines for the Jeux du Québec at the end of July. And the competition will also feature some of the best para-athletes from the region as well, looking to compete in that section of the Jeux du Québec Games. They're paddling away already, and I'm heading over there shortly to check it out.
All right, let's stay in the pool here. I love when you bring these exotic stories. Water polo, I mean, it's not exotic, but it's not something we talk about a lot on this station. So what do you got?
And it's something we do quite well with the athletes in Quebec. We had talked about the U16 Dollard girls who had won the Eastern Championships. Well, they completed a 24-0-0 undefeated season by winning the gold at the National Canadian Championships, while Dollard's U19 boys took silver in the tournament. Now, the gold medal game, it was a rematch of that Eastern Championship between Dollard and the Capital Wave, and the Capital Wave actually shut down Dollard for the first 10 minutes of the game, taking a 3-0 lead, and that was the biggest deficit Dollard had faced all year. But in the end, Dollard showed the same calmness and confidence in the pool as they battled back, and with under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, Dollard held a 4-3 edge. Then Emma Chapman scored a power play marker, and Rose Kanemi added another insurance tally to pull away on a penalty shot, and that closed out a 6-3 victory. Following the event, Casey Taylor won MVP for the tournament, and head coach Dan Bekazi was the MVP coach of the event. And then in the final match of the U19 boys at the finals, it was a hometown fans' dream as Dollard took on their big rivals Camo for the championship, and it set great expectations. Now, Camo took a 4-2 lead in the second quarter. Dollard had battled back within a goal on 3 different occasions, but Camo kept responding to push the lead back to 2. But tournament MVP Jeremy Cote from Dollard tied the score at 8-8 with 3:18 to play, and Camo recovered the lead. And during the close-out minutes of the match, Dollard's last-ditch attempt to knot the score caromed off the crossbar at the final buzzer. So that gave Dollard the silver and Camo the gold in the 9-8 win.
All right, very, very cool. Congrats to them. Moving on here, a new bursary. I like this.
Yeah, well, during the winter, I spoke about a fundraising hockey tournament was held around Christmas time, and that was to help launch the Tristan Morissette Perkins Award in memory of the Dorval teenager who was tragically killed at the age of 16 back in July of 2017 when he was struck by a Via Rail passenger train, on that rail bridge near Lancaster, Ontario. Well, the fruits of that effort has blossomed into the first Tristan Morissette Award, Perkins Award being presented during the John Rennie graduation ceremonies held at John Abbott College last week. The Morissette Perkins family set up the bursary to help John Rennie community keep the community and keep alive Tristan's memory. Well, his parents, Julie Morissette and Jay Perkins, presented a $500 bursary to Quinn Kennedy, who was one of Tristan's former hockey teammates at John Rennie, and for Hockey West Island, and that was the inaugural reward.
Oh, that's very nice. Very, very nice. Congrats to that player, and what a nice way to take a tragedy and do something positive with it. All right, and then finally, Mark, you're trying to suck up here, I see.
Well, Matthew, if you're around Trudeau Park, you're a baseball guy. in Côte St. Luc today. You're going to hear the crack of the bat as the popular Spring Intercommunity Baseball League has their semifinal day. It's going on all day long in the Mosquito, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget categories. The day's going to get underway with the Mosquito A semifinal as the TMR Royals will be facing the Hampstead Hawks. And it'll wrap up all the way tonight with the Bantam B semifinal as the Hampstead Hawks take on the Montreal West Mud Hens, and that's going to be a 7 p.m. start. And then once they go that today, they're right into it tomorrow because they play a 2 out of 3 final series. So all the 2 finalists will play starting tomorrow and wrap it up before school lets out. So we'll have some baseball champions to talk about in the coming weeks.
All right. sports@thesuburban.com is the email address if you want to get with Mark for an item for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper as well. Mark, thank you so much. And I will actually try and get out to watch a little baseball there today. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. And we'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks. And let's see Norway. I want Norway to go.
Norway? All right. We'll mark down Norway for Mark. Thanks, Mark.
All right. Have a good week, boys.
All right. It's Weekend Game Plan here on TSN 690. Dave, you had a quick note?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's looking for a good place to watch or even place a wager on the Belmont Stakes later today, I would suggest checking out the brand new Jockey Tavern Club in Dorval. I went earlier this week, Matt, and I'm telling you, it is a beautiful place. It's big, it's new, it has amazing food and beverages, a great menu with great prices, and man, it's not just for horse racing, although it's a heck of an experience for racing fans for sure, but their place is loaded with TV screens. They'll have the UFC with, CM Punk fighting tonight. That will be on later tonight. So for any sporting event, it's a great place to check out. I'm telling you, when you walk in there, you'll be wowed just at how amazing it is. It's definitely a hidden gem in the West Island. It's brand new. It opened up earlier this week. You could check them out on Facebook at Jockey Taverne Racé Dorval. There's a contest going on there where you can win dinner for 2 or $100 in betting bonds. They're located at 365 Avenue Dorval. It's right near the Dorval Circle. And honestly, it's my new hangout for sporting events in the West Island. So you can watch the Belmont Stakes later today.
When are we going to go?
Let's go. Later. Well, obviously not later today. I'm at the F1, but let's go this week.